Refugee crisis and displacement, addressing urgent humanitarian needs. 1. Introduction. The refugee crisis and displacement represent one of the most pressing humanitarian challenges of our time, with millions of people forced to flee their homes due to conflict, persecution, and violence. According to the United Nations Refugee Agency, UNHCR, there are over 26 million refugees globally, with millions more internally displaced within their own countries. These individuals and families are forced to leave their homes in search of safety and protection, often facing perilous journeys and uncertain futures. The refugee crisis is fueled by conflicts, political instability, human rights violations, and environmental disasters, displacing people from their homes and communities and exacerbating humanitarian needs. 2. Overview of the problem. The global refugee crisis is staggering in scale and complexity, with millions of people uprooted from their homes and communities. According to the UNHCR, the number of forcibly displaced people worldwide reached a record high of 82.4 million by the end of 2020, including 26.4 million refugees, 48 million internally displaced persons, IDPs, and 4.1 million asylum seekers. These individuals flee conflict, persecution, and human rights abuses in search of safety and protection, often facing dire conditions and limited access to essential services such as food, shelter, and healthcare. 3. Deep dive into the problem. Displacement not only uproots individuals and families, but also disrupts entire communities and societies. Refugees and internally displaced persons, IDPs, often face significant challenges in accessing basic services and livelihood opportunities. According to the UNHCR, 1 in 95 people worldwide is forcibly displaced, with women and children accounting for a disproportionate number of displaced populations. The protracted nature of many displacement crises exacerbates vulnerabilities and increases the likelihood of long-term displacement. With millions of people living in refugee camps or informal settlements for years or even decades. 4. Impacts on society and individuals. The refugee crisis has far-reaching impacts on both individuals and society as a whole. Displacement disrupts livelihoods, fractures families, and erodes social cohesion, contributing to psychological distress and trauma among affected populations. Host communities may face strains on resources and infrastructure, leading to tensions and social unrest. Moreover, the global refugee crisis challenges the international 5. Solutions and strategies. Addressing the refugee crisis requires a multifaceted approach that addresses both the immediate needs of displaced populations and the underlying drivers of displacement. In 2020, the UNHCR provided humanitarian assistance to over 100 million people in 134 countries, including shelter, food, medical care, and education. Additionally, investing in conflict prevention, peace building, and human rights protection can help address the root causes of displacement and promote sustainable solutions. Moreover, fostering international cooperation, solidarity, and burden sharing is essential for supporting countries. Hosting large numbers of refugees and ensuring equitable responsibility for refugee protection and assistance. 6. Call to action. Responding to the refugee crisis is a shared responsibility that requires the collective action of governments, civil society, humanitarian organizations, and individuals worldwide. We must advocate for policies and initiatives that uphold the rights and dignity of refugees, including access to asylum, protection from discrimination, and opportunities for resettlement and integration. Additionally, fostering empathy, understanding, and solidarity towards refugees is essential for building inclusive societies and promoting social cohesion. 7. Conclusion. The refugee crisis and displacement pose profound challenges to global peace, security, and human rights. By addressing the root causes of displacement, supporting displaced populations, and fostering international cooperation and solidarity, we can work towards durable solutions and a more just and inclusive world. Let us commit to building a future where all individuals, regardless of their nationality or background, are able to live in safety, dignity, and freedom, and where compassion and solidarity prevail in times of crisis. Join us in addressing the urgent humanitarian needs of refugees and displaced communities. Subscribe to our channel to stay informed and engaged in our efforts. Share our content to raise awareness and advocate for support for refugees worldwide. Together, we can make a difference and provide hope to those in need.